Hello everybody, and welcome back to Tea Time. My name is Apricot, and today I will be playing a game called There's Someone in My House by Itch.io developer Midwinter. Of course, as always, I'll be putting a link to the game in the video description below so you guys can check out this game for yourself. And let's begin. I guess I'm home. It was a weekend night. On the way home from work, I decided to stop by the convenience store for a little late-night snack. This had to be the longest week ever. The company I worked for wasn't exactly the best place out there. 6 years had flown by since I got in the job, but on the spectrum of ethical to toxic, it always teetered toward the latter. Whether it was those who joined with me or those who had been here before, they all left, one after another. And as a result, all of their duties got pushed onto me, and I found myself having to manage the stress with the stomach medicine that I always kept on hand. My one saving grace was the help of my junior. Thanks to his genius, I'd slowly been able to entrust a bit of my workload to him. Besides that, though, nothing. I'm home. For the most part, the entrance looked the same as it always had. The only thing different was having some strange what-have-you standing right there, locking eyes with mine. For the moment, I just decided to close the door shut and take a deep breath. What even was that? Maybe it was just some weirdo in an even weirder cosplay? The possibility was there, but whoever this weirdo was, they were definitely not human. That's what my gut was telling me, at least. That wasn't just furniture, was it? God, I've been straining my eyes so much, I probably just mistook it for something else, right? Yeah, no. I think I would have remembered leaving a giant statement piece by the entrance. Let's just be safe and check up on it one more time. Then I'll call the cops. Oh! Upon opening the door, I found myself walking headfirst into whatever was standing right behind it. What is this? Is it a giant marshmallow or something? Its fluffy fur had a springy kind of touch to it. A very nice kind of touch, even. Though I had fully intended to stand my ground, being blanketed by this pleasant softness made me completely forget about Plan A. Instead, I just pet the strange entity standing before me. With its body still enveloping mine, it moved from the entrance to the living room, until finally plopping down on the sofa. Here we go. Oh god, I'm tired. Wait. What are you doing? Don't cozy up to it. Though my eyelids were on the verge of drooping down, I tried my hardest to make them stay open as I stepped off from this mysterious creature, and subsequently retreated. Unfortunately, that only seemed to dampen its spirits more than anything. Well, now this is awkward. What even are you? You're not human, right? All it did was stare straight at me. Why are you in my apartment? Do you not have a home of your own? I was waiting for it to answer me, but to no avail. What am I even supposed to do? I was at my wit's end right now, and amidst this never-ending headache, this living cushion came over and nestled up to me as if to offer me some form of comfort. Well, you look harmless, at least. Maybe I can just think about this tomorrow. Is that supposed to be your mouth? I see, you shrink up a little when you're wet. And so, we ended up spending the rest of the day eating dinner together, bathing, and finally getting in the futon. As if it was just completely normal. Hey, your futon's over there. I pointed at the guest futon, hoping that it would move out of mine, but it didn't budge. Not even an inch. Do you like this one better? Okay, fine. You could have it. And I stood up, and for some reason, it followed me right after. Okay, whatever. Just don't hog the duvet. It didn't seem like I'd be getting any futon for myself for tonight, so I decided to just lie down for bed and accept my fate. As I did, this curious critter came over and wrapped me up with great joy. It was a tight squeeze, but the soft warmth and comfort lulled me to sleep before it could even bother me. The chill in the room woke me up the next day, and I found my futon snatched away by the squishy giant lying next to me, just as I suspected it would be. What am I even doing anymore? I know I said I looked harmless, but the fact that I had just let it huddle with me in one futon for the night, I must be out of my mind. Seeing that the futon had slid off its body, I tucked it back in, making sure not to wake it up, though it's snoring, before heading off to wash my face. Thank God I have today off. Because if I was on the clock, there's no way I'd be able to focus on work. Not when my mind was preoccupied with this mystery intruder. Amidst my many thoughts, the sudden ring of my phone finally brought me back to reality. Who's calling me this early in the morning? The caller ID showed the name of a junior from work. Hello? Hello, Jin-san. Sasuke, what's up? I know this is really short notice, but can you let me stay over at your house for a little bit? You weren't kidding. That really is very short notice. Did something happen? It's just home stuff. My older and my little sister came here to Tokyo to get away from it all, but they had nowhere else to go, so they chased me out of my own apartment and roomed there. Well, that sure sounds rough. It's always been like that. I've honestly just gotten used to it. Anyways, do you have time right now? I was thinking of coming over there in a bit. Oh, I mean, sure, I don't care, but... Oh, thank God. I knew I could count on you, Jun-san. I'll see you later then. Wait, Sasuke, hold on. Uh-oh. My eyes stared at the phone screen for a good amount of time after he ended the call. I didn't really know what to do, but zone out and just make a cup of instant coffee for myself. This junior of mine had come over for drinks from time to time, so he probably wasn't going to get lost on his way here. And unfortunately for me, that meant less time to think of a game plan. The mysterious creature, who probably had woken up from the sound of the phone call, came over and clung to my back. It was then that the reality of the situation finally hit me like a pile of bricks. What am I supposed to do? Hello there. Did Jun-san just get you? Are you a new part of the family? You know, I always thought you were quick to adapt, but that was really fast. I should say the same about you. This all just happened overnight, didn't it? Sasuke looked up at the gentle giant with great intrigue. It was still clinging on to me from behind the entire time. Well, yeah, pretty much. So you're into fluffy stuff, huh? Ugh. Well, I'm Sasuke Ryogo, and I'm going to be staying here for a little while, so it looks like we'll all be roommates. It's so nice to meet you. Since he pretty much already knew his way around the place, Sasuke started loosening up as he exchanged a handshake with this fluffy beast. Oh yeah, so what's its name? What? Their name? The strange life form? Straight to the point, I see. It just randomly showed up at my place. I didn't have time to think of a name. Sasuke took out a burger he had bought from some fast food place on the way here, and started chowing down as he tried thinking up a name for this new roommate. I don't think it gets words, so we probably won't be able to ask it for a name. The classic smell of fast food was quickly making its way throughout the room. As for the unnamed critter, it seemed to be taking an interest in the greasy meal. Can it eat potato? Sasuke held out a fry, and the curious creature looked to me, as if it was its way for asking me for approval. If you can eat it, then it's all yours. Oh, I like that. After the initial taste test, it reached its hand from behind me and over to Sasuke for seconds. I think the fries must have been a hit. Looks like it's into junk food. Seems like it. I think you two are gonna get along great. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I wonder if we could do junk for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I sure can. God, thinking about that just made my stomach turn. Hey, wait, he likes fries. Fries are made of potatoes. What about potato? That's a cute name, don't you think? You don't think it's too... simple? Better than what you came up with. Here, want more fries? I have a lot more where that came from. Oh. The fuzzy glutton devoured the next helping of fries in one gulp, only to look around restlessly right after. I guess even that wasn't enough to satiate its appetite. Aw, Potato's looking for more potatoes. So you're just gonna keep feeding it human food then? I don't see you stopping me. Well, I mean, it looks okay right now, but... oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. If you're that worried, then how about doing a little observation experiment? Observation experiment? Exactly! Even the scariest person out there can look a lot less scary once you actually get to know them. You just have to learn about what they like, and how they act, and like all that kind of stuff. With anything, really. I think understanding comes first, you know? So that's what you meant. I see your point, though. I'm sure it'll leave once it's ready to, so until then, I guess we'll just keep it here and look after it. Isn't that exciting, Potato? Brimming with happiness, Potato gave me a hug, which I could only assume was in response to hearing the great news. Alright, so before I do anything else, I'm gonna focus on getting some chores done. As I was busy doing the chores, Potato sat on the living room floor, all prim and proper. Maybe I could tell that I was occupied with something else. That, or it was just plain old tired. Just as I was about done sweeping the floor and doing the laundry, Sasuke came back from his shopping trip. He had countless bags on hand, all of them on the verge of breaking at the handles from the weight. I bought lots of different food and toys for Potato, so feel free to use them however you'd like. Oh, thanks. A curious Potato came over to peek inside the bags. Alright, I guess it's time to start observing. Let me explain how this potato observation thing is gonna work. First, you have 3 actions that you can do in one day. In the top left corner, you see how there are 3 pictures of fries lined up in a row? Those are the remaining amount of actions you have left in the day. Oh, so wait, this is actually gameplay. In terms of what you can do with Potato, they fall into one of 2 categories, playtime or snack time. You can pick and choose the actions between the 2, so observe Potato whichever way you want. Oh, by the way, you can also talk to me once a day, but that also comes out of your total daily actions, so keep that in mind. And that's it for the explanation. What are we waiting for? Let the observation begin. What do you feel like doing? What'd I just click? Oh. Okay. Those are his files. What do you feel like doing? Let's try and play a game. We know you like food. What should we do? I feel like all kids like bubbles, you know? Aww. Yeah. That was fun. What do you feel like doing? Let's play another game. Let's see if you can learn about letters. I'm very curious. Potato's just staring at the bookshelf. Are you curious about the books? I want to teach you actual words, but I don't really know what language you know. Oh, here. Why don't we try writing some simple letters? Potato. 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 That's your name. Looking good. By the way, I'm Jun, and then we have Sasaki. Yep, that's right. Keep this up, and you're gonna remember all the letters in no time. Aw, so he's intelligent. What snack should he try? Well, we know he likes fries. Do you like vegetables? I feel like that's pretty important. He is ambivalent about the vegetable. That's okay. So how'd it go? Did you figure out anything new about Potato? Yeah, kind of, I think. And let's keep a record on what you observed. That way we can always look back on it later. It was the next day. Do I smell miso soup? And grilled fish? The pleasant scent enticed me to get up, and once I did, Sasaki came from the kitchen, donning an apron. Oh, Jin-san, you're awake. Perfect timing. I just got done making breakfast. Potato, it's time to eat. Sluggish from the early morning, Potato got up, and as soon as it found me, slumped its body over mine. I think it just wanted some attention. So you made breakfast for us, Sasaki? Yeah, my older sister taught me how to cook when I still lived back home. We all put our hands together, ready to dig in. Okay, now that's really good. It's been so long since I've actually had a real kind of breakfast. Potato was using a big spoon to feed itself, and with great dexterity, might I add. If you got any ideas for dinner, I'm all ears. How about Hamburg steaks? Sure, no problem at all. After breakfast, Sasaki and I divvied up the chores and got down to business. He was far from a slouch at work, and that competence seemed to carry over into his home life too. Thanks to him, we finished up in less than half the time it would normally take me. Potato? Potato was dozing off on the sofa, but once its name was called, it came over with great joy. So, how about we start with today's observation? What do you feel like doing? I like the idea of 2 activities and 1 snack per day. Good amount of enrichment for a child. Let's play a sport. Oh, fantastic. This is lovely. Okay, what else do you feel like doing? Let's sit down and watch some TV. It's a puppet show. Lovely. We fell asleep on it. Aw. Interesting. Okay, so is he gonna become a person? I must have fallen asleep. Sorry, Potato. Potato, what's up? Okay. Interesting lore I didn't expect to get. Let's try chip. I'm a chip enjoyer, personally. He is very excited about the chip. So how'd it go? Did you figure out anything new? Yeah, found out a lot of new stuff, actually. Alright, let's keep a record. This game is longer than I thought it would be. Hey, Jun-san, what type of sauce do you like on your Hamburg steaks? Just ketchup, probably. Sasaki got out the ketchup from the fridge and handed it over to me. Once I was done with the bottle, Potato followed suit and started putting some ketchup on its own plate. You're pretty good with your hands, aren't you, Potato? Seriously, it picks up on things super fast. And eventually it's just gonna copy everything you do. Yeah, I can see that. If it ever goes full-on doppelganger, it might just end up replacing me. No, we wouldn't want that. Don't worry, it's never gonna get that far. That's what solitary confinement's for. Who are we confining now? You tell me. So you're a Chuno Sas guy, huh, Sasaki? That's right. It's cool how every family seems to have their own kind of thing, you know? Yeah, I get that. You know, I have this friend, and everyone in their family puts mustard on their Hamburg steaks. Really? You know, that actually sounds kinda good. I should try that next time. Sasaki's homemade Hamburg steaks were cooked to perfection, and even with the large portion he made for all of us, they were finished in that same sitting. I always bought little side dishes to eat from the supermarket, and those were good too, but eating food home cooked just for you? Now, that has its own special tastiness to it. Just being here together, all three of us sitting at the dinner table, I felt this warmth filling up my entire heart. After dinner, I cleaned up the dishes, took a bath, and at last, we all had a moment to ourselves. I was expecting Potato to be all over me, but it seemed like he'd already turned in for the day. I headed to the futon a little later, and was readily greeted by Potato with open arms. Sasaki was on the guest futon laid out right beside us, sleeping like an absolute angel. Warmed up from Potato's body heat, the futon was heaps more snug than I could ever imagine. And wrapped up in this unbelievable softness, I drifted off towards the land of dreams. Good morning, Jin-san, and good morning to you too, Potato. Who wants breakfast? I broke free from Potato's snuggly hold and found freshly toasted sandwiches and corn soup served up on the table. To think that I'd be eating actual meals for breakfast 2 days in a row? I could hardly believe it. Am I dreaming? Nope, this is all real. Sasaki flung my work bag over his shoulder, showing it absolutely no mercy. It was a gloomy Monday, but with the delicious start to my morning, I felt a lot more rejuvenated than usual. Sasaki, Potato, and I all sat around the table, enjoying a post-meal coffee right as the alarm clock went off. You know, I think I can actually take my time leaving for work today. Thanks for the breakfast. Not at all. Do you mind if we do breakfast again tomorrow? Sure, that'd be great, honestly. Hey, Jin-san. I just have to get some documents back at my place, so I gotta go head out now. As I was busy doing the dishes, Sasaki called out to me at the entrance. Sure, I'll see you later then. Oh, right, take this. I prepared a little something for Sasaki, which had been hiding in my pocket, so I took it out and threw it over to him. Oh? It's a key to the house. I figured it'd make things a whole lot more convenient. You're sure I can have this? Of course you can. I trust you. I wouldn't be giving it to you if I didn't. Hey, you better get going if you don't want to be late. I saw off Sasaki at the door, who was still in disbelief when he left, and then I started getting dressed for the day. Though that was only after making my escape from a clinging Potato once the opportunity arose. Hey, Potato, Sasaki made you some food. It's gonna be right here, so eat up when you're hungry, okay? I'll see you later then? Wait, hey, I can't bring you to work. Be good and just stay here, okay? As much as it wanted to come along with me, I had to leave Potato at home when I headed to work. It was 11:45 p.m. By some miracle, I had made it on the second-to-last train of the day. Had Potato eaten by now? Probably, right? Sasaki was still outside the office for work today and headed home right after, so I wasn't that worried, but I couldn't help but think about it. I'm home. Welcome back. I hope you had a good day at work. You too. Wait, where's Potato? Well, you were so late coming home that it went to bed to sulk. What? I directed my gaze to where Sasaki had been looking, only to find a crouching Potato in the corner of the room. Potato, hey, I'm home. Sorry for being so late. Whoa. The moment I thought it'd pull me by the arm, the next second, my whole body was enveloped in a cozy softness. Look at that. It warms up to you more and more with each day. You're crushing me. Sasaki, please help me. Potato, come on. You're hurting Jun-san. It took a while for Sasaki and I to pacify Potato until I was finally freed from its grasp. It's already late, so we should probably leave the potato observing for tomorrow. Yeah, let's do that then. Honestly, I think I might just pass out right now. Potato and Sasaki had already eaten and bathed before I had, so I just told them to go to sleep. And soon after, it was time for me to hit the hay too. Hello? Wait, you've gotta be kidding me. Thinking back on how Potato acted this morning, it was awfully well behaved. When I was getting dressed, it didn't cling on to me. And whenever I'd leave for work, it would always be at the entrance to see me off, sticking out past the door until I was out of eyeshot. This time, I didn't even catch a glimpse of it. Something didn't feel right, and once I got to work and opened up my bag, I finally knew why. While Potato was supposed to be house-sitting, instead, it was looking up at me from inside my bag. In the next second, I made a beeline to somewhere secluded so I could peek into my bag once more. Potato. This is you, right? Potato? It shrunk down to pocket size, but otherwise it still looked like the same Potato. Being able to see me again appeared to brighten its spirits, and the extra morale boost might have even been the very thing that sent it leaping right onto my face. But Potato, stop it! You've gotta calm down! In a panic, I scooped up Potato with both my hands and returned it into my bag before anyone else saw. What are you doing here? I thought I told you to look after the house! I tried to keep the interrogation to a low volume as Potato grabbed onto my finger. It looked a little down in the dumps. I have to go to work now, so please just be good and stay inside my bag. And absolutely no coming out! Because what if someone else finds out about Potato? What if it got caught? I was terrified to think of what danger it would find itself in. Potato feebly stretched its arms out toward me, but I pretended not to notice as I closed up my bag and returned to my seat. I tried to play it cool and just carry on with my work, but inside, I was beside myself, thinking about this life form in my bag. Eventually, I had to leave for a meeting. But in the middle of it, I took a quick second and just glanced outside the room. Wait a minute. Unless my eyes were playing tricks on me, I could see a small Potato walking on top of my desk. In the spur of the moment, I stood up and just kept standing in place. Oh, damn it, what do I do now? I was in a meeting. I couldn't just leave. And that's when Saki's face suddenly came to mind. I took out my phone and shot him a message. Please, please, please let this work. The meeting ended, and I met up with Sasaki at a warehouse soon after. With virtually no people coming in or going out, it was the perfect place for us to regroup. Sasaki, did you find it? I did. You could see for yourself. It was all wrapped up in your coat. Sasaki opened up his blazer, and Potato popped out, its little face from the inner pocket. Oh, thank God. The exhaustion just hit me all at once, and I just slumped against the wall. Potato leapt from the pocket onto my head in pure joy, completely unaware of the anxiety it caused me moments prior. I can't believe how fast you dealt with that. Thank you. You are a lifesaver. Not at all. It's been a while since I've seen you look this panicked, though. Still, looks like Potato's capable of a lot more than we thought. Seriously, I had no idea it could just shrink down like that. I guess it just wanted to tag along. And, well, I think it feels more at home being next to you than in your bag. Yeah, you're probably right. After hearing Sasaki's remark, I hid it inside the inside pocket of my blazer, and I went back to work. The whole time, Potato was behaving itself so well, it was almost disappointing to me. On my visit to the washroom, I took the chance to peek in on it, and I found it sleeping like a log, completely defenseless. Its body heat passed through the fabric and warmed me up, just like having a little hand warmer. And so, my shift came to an end, with my coworkers being none the wiser. Me and Sasaki left the office together, and once we got home, I laid Potato down on the floor. In the blink of an eye, Potato shot up towards the ceiling until it eventually returned to its normal size. Hello, Potato. It looked like it was trying to give me a hug, but it gave up right before it actually did. This little game of will it, won't it went on for a little bit more as it kept moving about. Hey, what's wrong? I think Potato feels bad about what it did today. Maybe this is his way of trying to say sorry. At the time, I was so worried, it seemed those nerves had carried over into my voice. In hindsight, maybe my tone felt a bit strong. Yeah, I think I might have taken it a little too far. I'm sorry. I held Potato's fluffy body in a gentle embrace, and it was more than happy to reciprocate my hug. So now that everything's all good again, let's get to the observing, shall we? What do you feel like doing? I'm curious, if we watch TV again, are we gonna see something different? No, it looks like the same show. Is it something different? No, it's the same show. Okay. Well, I guess useful to just see it again. This game is a lot longer than I thought it would be. I'm really glad I found it. Wow. Alright. I fell asleep. Let's see. What else do we want to watch? Or play? Snack? Game? What do we feel like doing? Let's read a picture book. Sure, that seems like a nice activity. Picture book, huh? Sure takes me back. Reminds me of when I used to read to my little brother, always begging me for story time. Long, long ago, in the land of... The end. This is perfect for bedtime. Snack. Fruit. Aw, he likes the fruit. Good. So he's ambivalent about the cucumber, but he liked the orange. Learned a lot more stuff, keep a record. Oh, hey, is tomorrow a half day for you? Yeah, I had a paid vacation time I needed to use up. You work too much. You know, it wouldn't hurt for you to take a break every once in a while. Yeah, I know. I'm just happy about the younger hires we've been getting. They have so much promise, you know? You're at the top of all of them. It's thanks to you guys that I've started to get my weekends back, and I'm really grateful for that. I think you should always be getting weekends off. But, and not just that, I feel my body has been amazing lately. Really? Now that you mention it, I feel like the bags under your eyes have cleared up a lot. The fact of the matter was that since living with Potato and Sasaki, the amount of stomach medicine I was taking has dropped exponentially. I knew that these days would eventually come to an end, but it left me feeling a bit lonely on the inside. That night in bed, as I tried to fall asleep, I just kept on hoping that our time together would go on for as long as it could. I looked up at the blue sky. Not a single cloud was in sight. The work from this morning, I didn't get to finish, but since I was only here for a half day, I decided my future self could just pick up the slack tomorrow as I left the office. The path I took home was the same route as always, but leaving earlier in the day made everything look so fresh and new. Huh, there's a little gift shop here. Well, this was news to me. The space was left vacant for a while, but I guess a new tenant had suddenly taken it over. I took a peek at the display case, and I spotted a star-shaped keychain dangling down that looked just like Potato. Oh, that's adorable. Well, I'm already here. Might as well go in for a quick visit. The sophisticated vibes had won me over, and I mentally readied myself to open up the door. The quiet shop person was more than happy at the sight of a new customer, and they came over and welcomed me in. I should buy something for the two of them. After walking around the shop for a quick browse, I eventually decided to take home 3 of the star keychains before I left. I'm home. The second I opened the door, Potato came flying out. Work had put my heart through the ringer, but being enveloped in the softness was more than enough to purify it. Alright, let's not waste any more time. Game. We did bubbles, we read the picture book. Let's... color. Yeah, let's color. Oh, look at him. Oh my god, that's so cute. I love that Sasaki's just a tiny little red blob in the background. What do you feel like doing now? Well, you're in an artistic mood, so let's play with some clay. I love how this big guy is animated so much. Oh. Interesting. I wonder what that is. Alright, let's have a snack after our activities. Let's have... Is that ramen? I think it is. A little soda? He likes it, I think. Very cool. The peaceful time of potato observation had come to an end, and I soon got started on preparing 3 servings for dinner. In terms of cooking, I was nowhere near Sasaki's level, but I was pretty confident in one dish, and that was my hayashi rice. My little brother's a lot younger than me, but whenever I go back home, not even pubescent rebellion can stop him from asking for my specialty. That's how good it is. After finishing up with dinner, I went to check in on Potato, and I found it not sitting on the sofa, but curled up next to the window. Potato? Calling its name didn't seem to prompt any sort of reaction. I tried to draw myself closer, and when I did, Potato's body started distorting and squishing with no real rhyme or reason to it. Wait, Potato? Are you okay? I rushed over to hold its hand, and it finally seemed to notice me. It came to lean on my shoulder, shaking. What's wrong? Do you need to throw up? Don't worry, you're okay. I'm right here. I rubbed its back for the time being, and the distorting steadily began to subside. Has it calmed down? There. That must have been hard on you, huh? Potato held on to me, going into full-on pampered mode. It looked like it was back to normal, and that gave me a huge sigh of relief. I'm home! Amidst the sudden episode, it seemed that Sasaki finally came back. Hey, hope you had a good day at work. Wait, what? You made dinner today? Yeah, come on. Let's eat today. Or let's eat together. Sure, I'll be back really quick. I just need to go wash my hands. Oh my god, wait a minute. This is super, super good. My hayashi rice received rave reviews from Sasaki. Potato looked like it was enjoying the meal too, as it kept on stuffing its cheeks with each bite. As embarrassing as it was to admit, seeing them enjoy the food I'd cooked up had honestly really made my day. Oh, that's right, I got you guys something. I took out the keychains. Oh, sorry, that was June reading. I took out the keychains I just bought at the gift shop, and I handed one to each of them. Keychain from the gift shop. Somehow, it looks like Potato. Oh, this is basically Potato. Right? I thought so too. I just couldn't leave without buying it. Thank you for the present. I'm gonna put mine on my phone. The two of them kept on petting their little keychains in pure glee. They were so in sync, I couldn't help but let out a laugh. Hey, you were thinking of something rude just now, weren't you? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Once you're done eating, though, you can go ahead and use the bath. How about Potato? Does he need a bath too? Well, before you came home, it actually didn't look all that good. I was thinking of letting it go to bed a little bit earlier. You mean it was sick or something? That's worrying. Yeah, I'm gonna try getting in touch with a vet, just to be safe. Jun-san, if it ever gets to be too much, you know that you don't have to take it on all alone. I know, don't worry. Thanks for looking out for me. As I was cleaning up the dishes in the kitchen, I couldn't stop thinking about how Potato was several moments ago. What if Potato fainted? What would we even do if that happened? It wasn't a human, and it's not even an Earth-born creature, I don't think. We can learn about his favorite foods and his favorite games, but other than that, our research isn't telling us anything. Living with an unknown life form was never going to be easy, I knew that, but this just made me realize how difficult it actually was. It was leagues harder than I'd imagined it to be. Where was Potato even from? Had it gotten lost? Did it just stumble into my house by accident? Are its friends and family looking for him right now? Living with the two of them is utter bliss. I can't even think about letting these days go. But if there was another place for them to live, somewhere Potato could actually be healthy. I lay down a little bit distant from Potato, just not to wake him up. As I spent some time just staring at sleeping face, I suddenly felt something grab onto my waist. Huh? It seemed that Potato had pulled me in for a hug while it was still sleeping. Burying my face in Potato's fluffy body, I eventually found myself finally dozing off for the night. It was morning, and as I got up, I noticed something was off. Potato was nowhere to be found. In a panic, I rushed over and I woke up Sasaki, and the two of us searched the outside of the complex together, but we couldn't find him anywhere. Where on earth did it go? Should we start looking other places? Maybe go out a little further? No, we won't be able to make it in time for work. Well, the front door and the windows were all locked. If it went anywhere, I don't think it was any place out in the open. The chances of kidnapping have to be pretty low. Why did he even disappear? Just because he wanted to? Probably. Well, that's not what I think. Remember how lonely it was the other day? It followed you all the way to the office. Then it's probably just content with going back home. If he's happy living somewhere else, then that's good enough for me. Jun-san. I knew Sasaki wanted me to stay behind, but I shook him off and I just headed to the office. One week had passed since Potato disappeared. My days were spent devoted solely to work. At times, it looked like Sasaki wanted to speak up and say something, but I just pretended not to notice. Spring was drawing near, and for some reason, every day was freezing cold. You don't think Tono-senpai's overdoing it, you know? I know he always works hard, but... No, I see it too. And Sasaki tries to stop him, but he just insists that he's okay. Every time I got myself into bed, the anxiety would just keep me up at night. I'd wake up most mornings completely exhausted. Most of my shifts were spent with my head just miles away, and I'd try bringing myself back to Earth with a little bit of caffeine. It wasn't the perfect solution, but it managed to get me through a full day at work. It was a late night at the office, and as I wandered around, I bumped into Sasaki. What's up? Why haven't you gone home yet? I just can't stop thinking about Potato, Jin-san. I'm getting worried. It's been hard for me to get any sleep at night. Please, if you need someone to lean on, I'm right here. I know we haven't lived together for a long time, but I thought you were opening up to me a little more. Was I wrong? No, you're completely right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I was never expecting to live with you guys forever, but I thought I'd be fine whenever you want to leave. I tried to tell myself I'd just be going back to whatever life was like before. But after getting that taste of warmth and then losing it, I guess I just lost it. And then thinking that you'd leave me someday too, that terrified me. I'm sorry for worrying you like this. That's okay. I understand where you're coming from. Will you help me look for Potato again? Of course I will. We walked around both the office building and the apartment building to search for Potato. But in the end, we came out empty-handed. In a situation like this, someone might make a prayer at a shrine, but I substituted by buying fries at a certain fast food place as the scent just idly wafted through the air. Thanks, Sasaki. Hey, I'm not giving up just yet. I know you aren't, but I'm glad that you're here with me. It would have been a mess if I was by myself. Man, I haven't had drink in forever. How about you? I'm pretty sure I still have some chuhais in the fridge? I'm so sorry if I butchered that. As of late, I hadn't drank even a single drop of alcohol. At least not until Potato came. No, it was time to just snap out of it already. As I tried to get my emotions back in the check, I opened up the front door. Ugh! Ah! My whole body had been enveloped by a very familiar fluffiness. Oh, he's got boo-boos. Potato! You're safe! I pulled it in closer for a bear hug, and it paid the hug back by lifting me up and spinning me around in circles. Your fur's a mess. Are you hurt? So you're fine. Oh, thank God you're okay. Oh, brother, I hope that's the last time you make Jun-san sad. I know we won't be going easy on you. Jun-san? After all this has happened, I could just see this huge wave of relief wash over Sasaki, and I took his arm, bringing him into the hug with Potato and I. There's something I've been wanting to say to you guys. Thank you. I can't remember the last time I actually enjoyed life, but it's because of you two that's starting to change. I know you guys are only here at me temporarily, and I know you guys both have a home to go back to, and I'm not gonna ask you guys to stay forever. That's not fair of me to do. But before you do eventually leave, if it isn't too much to ask, I just want you guys to let me know first, okay? And if you ever look back on these days and want to stop by for a visit, I'd love to have you over. Jun-san, we should be the ones thanking you. You were gracious enough to let us into your home. We can't thank you enough for that. And if you'd like, I do have a suggestion. What? For Potato and to me, home now is just wherever you are. If it's okay, would you like to make this roommate thing permanent? Yeah, I like the sound of that. I'm in. Alright, well, whatever Potato had to do, it looks like it's over and done with. So, we're gonna get a lot busier from here on out. What? First things first, we gotta look for a place with enough space for all three of us. Oh, you're right. Since then, we moved into a room that was a little bit bigger than my old one, and we've just been taking it one day at a time. Wherever Potato went back then still remains a mystery, but seeing it wolf down french fries just like he always had makes me think about how insignificant that mystery was. Though we may not always see eye to eye, I'm just happy that we could still be together. And for me, there's no doubting that the two of them are an irreplaceable part of my life. They're like family to me now, and today's another day where I can come back from work knowing that they'll both be waiting for me. I'm home. Oh, look at them. Okay, so, wow, first of all, I did not expect that story to be as long as it was, but I'm really glad that I spent the time playing it, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching it too. Obviously, I think it goes without saying that this game is a narrative-heavy visual novel, but I really enjoy these types of games, and even though they may not be as quote-unquote engaging as other genres, such as platformers or bullet hells or whatever you want to say, I think that this game does a very good job at engaging its players. Even though the story might be a little bit simple, simplicity does not mean bad. This story communicates a message that I believe deeply resonates with probably the majority of people who would play the game or watch this video. I love the game's plot about working culture and finding comfort in the people around you and finding comfort in unexpected places. Also, I'm sorry, did anyone else think that they were going to expand on that little Easter egg during the potato watching TV scene, where it's kind of implied that he's going to become a person at some point. I don't know if that's something that can happen. I don't think it is, but wouldn't that be crazy? Anyway, I really love this game. I loved playing this. It was so sweet. If you watched this video all the way to the end, first of all, wow, thank you. And also, if you have a moment, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Once again, my name is Apricot, and until tea time returns, I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.